people.
And Assistant Public Defender Nick Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Thompson, who is now approaching. Can you please state your name for the record?
Lakrita Thompson.
What are we doing? You're seeking an adjournment?
Yes, I am seeking an adjournment, Your Honor. And I'm prepared to address the corrections report.
Pardon?
I said there was a note for community corrections reports. I'm prepared to address that.
And on February 22nd, she blew numbers. We had her 3 blows, then she took an EEG the next day. It came back.
Yes, Your Honor. In addressing the alleged violation, my client does indicate he does admit to drinking on that 22nd date. It was unfortunately she did lose a friend of 24 years, someone she worked for and has known for a very long time. And unfortunately, as part of the grieving process, she does admit she did have a moment of weakness and there was a mistake and she did drink. She is working very hard on maintaining the good strides she has made in her life. She currently works 2 jobs, one where she works approximately 12-hour shifts on her feet at a manufacturing factory. She has done community service. She attends AA meetings. I actually do have AA sign-in sheets I can provide to the court and the prosecution. She attends them both in person when she's able to and on Zoom when her work schedule does not allow her to make in-person dates. I do want to note, prior to being placed on the sober link, she did have no violations on the Scram tether. She had to be placed on the sober link due to issues with her ankle, and that was why at the previous PCC date you allowed her to switch over to the sober link. I do note I do understand there are several late tests. However, I do want to note several of those tests she did test within 10 minutes after the time frame occurred, having 7 of those total. And for all of those late tests, she was negative. She does, as I indicated, work on a manufacturing line, so sometimes there are moments where she cannot physically step away from that line due to the ongoing working process, as it would be obviously a process issue for the process of work, but also for safety down the line. She has indicated that she has reached out to her supervising agent to discuss these matters when she does have a late test. She is actually working on obtaining a house and was actually supposed to assign on that house today. She is doing a lot of work to improve her life, continue doing what she must, and I think it is clear that she is attempting to do with everything within her power to comply with the bond conditions. So at this time, Your Honor, I would be requesting that she have a second chance and that her PR bond be maintained.
Any response to the people?
My concern, Your Honor, is that we was on a tether and we agreed to change her to a sober link. Now she has these issues.
Yep.
And it was right about immigration system, the court to modify those conditions. So, as I can see, there's an option.
When was that option? Lock me up.
I will adjourn the probable cause conference to
I have-
March 19, 2026, 9 a.m. Defendants bond at this time, having it
Oh my God.
both defendants remanded.
I have 2 jobs. I have 2 jobs. I got, oh my God.
Want me